Runk.
Looking at a pussy in an orgy. Why is it so full already?
Just will grip anything and pull it towards a sex comment, you know?
Pull it like a...
All right, welcome everybody to Lifeline. It is episode 159. 159. It's Sunday,
German.
May 4th.
Not
and
German.
It's... I'm not going to say that. Are you going to say that?
It's Star Wars Day, but who cares?
Yeah, that's good. Good
No,
word.
it's Star Wars Day. It's fine. You know, there's other stuff now.
Oh, wait,
though.
this is why it's Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you.
Yeah, but... that's why. Okay.
Then
There's
I get
just
it.
yeah, I get that, but there's also it's also not that it's the force be with you, so they shouldn't say that. But also
It's cute, though.
it's sure fine, yeah, but
Kids probably really like that. So
Right,
So then
okay.
I'm fine with it. You know?
but
A lot of kids watch this show.
but
too.
also you don't have there's other stuff now, like there's Harry Potter, there's Lord of the Rings, there's all sorts
What
of
is
stuff.
your point, though? That all those need to have their days, too?
I don't know, man. You know, Laurel and Hardy was big, and now they have Borat. So it's like
Really
keep it
take
moving.
into the macro lens, huh?
yeah. So that's where we're at.
All right, cool.
I'm on tour. Go to chrisleah.com. I'm going to be in Savannah and Atlanta and Winnipeg and Regina and Saskatoon. I have a bunch of also other ones later on in the year. Huntsville, Alabama, Miami, Salt Lake City, Boise, Pittsburgh, Washington, Tulsa. I was wondering when I was going to be in Tulsa. September 19th. New Orleans. Anyway, go to chrisleah.com, get tickets. And Kansas City, Missouri. Look at all these places. Daytona Beach. Okay. And so that's great. And so come see me on my multiverse tour. And there are 50 plus episodes, including 2 full live shows on our Patreon and our Lifeline Patreon. So go to subscribe to that, please. It also keeps our show going. Patreon.com/LifelineLuxury.
Make sure you're subscribed to the channel on YouTube. Thank you very much.
It really helps. So thank you.
When you say Kansas City on your tour, do you think, Kansas City, here we come?
I'll stop you right there. No. It doesn't.
Also, of course, sign up for my Patreon while it's still free. Not going to be free for much longer. Patreon.com/Matt D'Elia. Matt D'Elia is Confused 2.0. About to take off like a rocket ship. You should think that when you say Kansas City.
No, I don't even know what that is.
It's a song, isn't it?
Kansas City, I'm coming for you.
No.
What is it?
Kansas City, here we come.
Okay.
What is that song, Marco?
I don't know. Is it called Kansas City? Here
I
we
think
come?
it's called Kansas City.
I mean,
It's like an
whatever
old
it is.
It's like an old standard.
He doesn't know what it
blues.
is.
It's blues,
but I'll tell you this much.
and I live the blues.
I'll tell you this much, dude. There's too much music, right?
Probably. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yeah. See, there we go. It's a classic.
It's called Kansas City. All right.
Yeah.
There's always they shouldn't make songs about towns anymore because there's just a song about every town, and like you can't. All right. So what are they going to just be a song about every town? You know what I'm saying? So like, just drop it, towns. Drop it, songs about towns.
There's so many towns though that don't
I know
have songs about them yet.
But I'm saying like, there's like even about bad, stupid towns that no one cares about. In fact, though, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, okay, so there's just gonna be a song about every town, so you're just diluting it. So stop, and make a song about, briefcases or something.
What was that Jason Aldean song that everybody pretended to get mad about?
Yeah,
Not in my town or something?
yeah,
Yes.
whatever that is. So make a briefcase song. Maybe a song about. There's no song about briefcases. Make a song about briefcases.
Look up song
Every song's
about
love.
briefcase.
Every song's about love. You know what I'm talking about? Or a town, or the love of a town. Oh, there's a song called Briefcase. Okay, well,
By Walker?
let me guess. It's about love.
Walker Hayes.
Is that a country guy? Probably.
I
Right?
don't even know.
Hey, got a briefcase. Stuck all my stuff in it. I'm in love.
The first line is I hated when Dad picked up his briefcase.
I hated when Dad picked up the briefcase.
It's deeper already,
That
just
man,
right
he
out the
was
gate.
leaving, but I love the sound that the keychain made when he got home in the evening. I was always sad, Mom was always mad, but most nights he showed up late. He ate, set his briefcase down like it don't weigh a pound. No, I never understood the way he ate, but Mama left him to play. He ate.
That's weird. No, I never understood you made it sound the way he ate. And that's not the lyrics. It's I never understood the weight. And then the next line was, but Mama always left him a plate. Maybe it should have been the way he ate instead of weight.
Don't care.
Well, you're the one who did it.
It's a song about a briefcase. Leave it. Now I sound like him and I look like him.
I'll tell you what, there's no way that song is good.
And I walk like him and I talk like him. And I try to make my wife laugh. When she's mad, I love my job like him.
This is terrible. If Father Time Had a Daughter is another song by this guy.
If Father Time Had a Daughter.
No. Who is this guy famous?
Yeah, Walker Hayes, yeah.
Yeah, he is?
Yeah.
I don't even know who that is.
Now, yeah. It's a blessing and a curse in case I carry around.
Dude, stop.
It never stops.
The song is so long.
Thought I sound like him and I look like him around, and I walk like him and talk like him and I run to the feather when I hate nothing at all like him. Yeah, I get it, Dad. It's a juggling act.
Okay. Gonna get demonetized.
It's a juggling act.
All right.
It's a juggling act.
So we're definitely done with that segment of the show.
But, it's just there's a song about a briefcase. So there you go. All right. I stand corrected.
Yeah. Well, no, the point is there's a song about everything, including every town. So the decision is either stop making music or let people keep making songs about towns and love and briefcases and everything else.
I guess so.
Otherwise, music would end, which you would probably like, but most people their life would be like forever
it
changed
doesn't matter
for the worse.
to me if music ends or not because it's already out there. It's not like unless music just stopped and there wasn't any anymore. But I wouldn't even want that because it's like it has its place. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean it's not good.
Oh, thanks for not wanting
You're
to
welcome.
abolish all music from the
You're
world
welcome.
forever.
I
and
won't.
All past music as well.
I won't abolish that. Even if it was up to me solely, I'd be like, I can't abolish it.
I think no one would, except people with extreme sound sensitivities. But then they'd be so selfish. Yeah, so I think no one would do that. I think no one would abolish music from the world.
Somebody would.
Nobody would.
Somebody would.
I refuse to believe somebody.
My briefcase has latches and a code. My briefcase has a place where you could put a key in it. My briefcase opens and closes.
Santa.
And it's also mostly kept for documents. I have documents and affidavits in my briefcase. And it opens and closes, and it's golden brown. And it's rectangular. I don't have a handcuff on my briefcase because it doesn't matter if someone takes it because I have all the stuff backed up on email. So basically, my briefcase is rendered useless.
Cut. We're gonna cut there.
I have a briefcase with stuff.
Dude, stop.
In the stuff of my...
It's fucking unbelievable that I'll sing one bar of one song and you're like, okay, we're moving on. And you just literally did the most annoying bit about a song about a briefcase that doesn't even exist.
I know.
And you sang the actual song Briefcase before all of the lyrics.
I know. I think what happens is the bit gets better and better because I just keep going, I keep working it, and I just keep thinking about how that's hilarious that the guy has, to render his briefcase rendered useless. For him to think about that and then also to sing that because everything's backed up on email is hilarious.
Okay, but the tune is utterly maddening that you're singing it to.
Well, that's what also makes it funnier, right? So there we go.
Yeah, sometimes the longer the bit, the funnier and funnier it gets.
And then it gets worse, and then it gets funny again.
The more and more you want to ding-dong ditch your own life.
Got it. Ding-dong ditch your own life, What if you could get demonetized for that, ding-dong ditch your own life? Because they know you mean slewer-side.
I actually thought about that when we talked about, when I coined that phrase.
Dude.
For us.
So guess what? I was at a coffee shop today, and I was drinking a coffee, and it was great. And I farted against the chair, and it was so loud, and I wasn't
Spoken word poetry.
I wasn't nervous at all.
Why would you be nervous?
Well, I go, oh, maybe someone heard it, and I go, wait, I actually don't care.
You are now officially that old guy that used to go to the coffee bean that we used to hate, who used to call
I never
the
hated
governor's office and say, what are we going to do about these Mexican nationals? Talking to like whoever
He
picked
did,
up the phone.
yeah.
He
And
literally would do that out loud into his phone at a coffee bean and tea leaf.
And talk about what
and
did he bring?
And he would fart.
What did he bring every time to the coffee bean?
Nesquik or Nestle?
But what was the Nesquik in?
Oh, I don't remember that.
A briefcase. Oh, no.
Yeah.
He'd have.
He did bring a briefcase, yeah.
Nesquik in a briefcase. He would get the coffee and then take the Nesquik and put the Nesquik in the coffee. And then he would close our briefcase and call the mayor about Mexican nationals.
No, the governor, not the mayor.
About getting Mexicans out of here.
Was Jerry Brown governor at that time?
Villaraigosa.
Oh, no, he was mayor. He was mayor.
Yes.
Who was governor though at that time?
Oh,
it was
sorry.
Jerry Brown.
Yeah, it was Jerry Brown.
Dude, I'll never forget. Were you there when we met Villaraigosa?
Yeah, I did.
At that other coffee bean, which is so weird. What's with the coffee beans in the stories? Always at coffee beans.
It's where you do a lot of politicking, man.
Dude, he came up to us one day on election day. You weren't there. You were there.
Uh-huh.
And
He came
it
up
was
to me.
at the end of the day, and he had a camera, a news camera,
Yeah,
like
it was
or
super
his
weird.
own news team, whatever, like
Yeah.
his press team.
Yeah.
And they were videoing him, and he came up so close to him too, and me and whoever else was there.
God, it was weird.
And when he shook my hand, I looked right in his face. You know how it's weird when
Yeah.
you meet somebody like who's really, really recognizable?
Right.
You like kind of can't look at them almost.
Mhm.
It's like a vampire in
without
there,
turning
and,
to stone.
and its own reflection. And I looked right at him, and his face, he looked so weary, like
Yeah.
so exhausted
Mhm.
and
He did.
miserable.
End
Yeah.
of the campaign.
Yeah, and he was smiling, and I was like, "This is fucking so depressing.
Miserable.
You're
was
such
weird.
a depressing person."
Well, I
Like,
mean,
and every politician must be that way because they're constantly campaigning. They get elected, they start campaigning right away. You're all depressing politicians. Way to go! Round of applause for every politician who's insanely depressing. Woo! All right, let's start.
yeah. All right, let's start.
Hi, Matt and Chris. I'm Sam. I'm from Sacramento. Longtime listener, big fan of both of you. Chris, I have seen you a few times.
Awesome.
I saw you in Stockton a couple years ago, and you said
Spying
the
on
whole
you.
city looked like Minecraft, which it does. But my
Stockton
question or advice, I guess, I'm recently back in the dating pool, and
Yeah.
I'm on the taller side. As a woman, I'm 5'10", usually probably close to 5'11", depending on the shoe. Obviously, I don't show up to dates barefoot. But yes, I have 5'10" on all my dating profiles and everything. And I've found on more than a couple occasions, guys will say they're 6'2", 6'1",
yeah.
6
We know
feet,
this is on.
and then they show up and we
Hi.
are just like eye level with
How's it
each
going?
other.
Nice
So
to meet you.
should I put that I'm taller online? Why do guys lie about their height?
Well, that's a good question, actually.
Yeah,
That's a good.
any advice would be great. Love you guys.
It's really weird.
Why would a guy lie about his
I
height
mean,
when-
because it's like fishing. You know, you catch it. You got to catch them, and then once you get them in the date, then they're there, and you're like, all right. So secretly,
But they
I'm 5'6".
But they still lied,
Yeah.
and the person will know. That's the worst first impression.
Yeah,
ever.
I don't.
Like
I don't
in a
think it's
scenario
right.
where you're posting about yourself in order to then meet someone, one of the dumbest things you can do is lie about your appearance.
Yeah.
Because the very first thing the person is likely
Yeah.
to notice is the thing you're lying about.
Yeah, it's like saying I'm Haitian. You show up and I'm white.
Yeah,
And
that
go,
is
"Wow."
very honestly similar.
Anyway, what's up?
Yeah. No, it is like
Yeah, I'm not Haitian, but what's up?
that. That is what
You
it's
know?
like.
Yeah, I know. You're
Completely.
not fucking 6 foot. You're 5'9", and you're shorter, and you're just like, yeah, I was lying about all that. What's
Yeah,
up?
it's the worst. Like you're
Yeah.
such a dipshit
Yeah.
idiot.
It is weird that guys do that. If you want to do it, look, I understand sometimes you want to give yourself an inch, okay, but any more than that is crazy.
Well, also, if you give yourself an inch, you could be wrong instead of lying. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
true. Yeah.
people
yeah.
are like, when's the last time I was measured? I
or
don't know. I'm
shoes. You're
this
like, well,
height.
with my shoes, I'm a fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
But if you're a guy and you're just straight up, 5'10", and you say you're 6'1", that's crazy.
Mm.
That's crazy.
Mm.
I'm 6'6", but that's crazy.
I actually was shocked. I recently what do you even, how do you
Measured
even say it?
yourself?
Yeah, I didn't measure.
Uh-huh.
I was recently measured, and I'm taller than I thought I was.
How tall are you?
I'm like closer to 6'1" than 6 feet.
Mm.
I'm not 6'1", but I'm like,
I thought you were 6'1".
I thought I was like just at 6 feet.
I think you should put, hey, I'm 5'10", so I'm 5'10" plus.
Yep.
Don't lie about your age, because I know you're gonna, because guys do that. So just don't do that. You know, put that somewhere in your bio.
What?
I'm 5'10", so don't lie about your age.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
Sorry, height. I'm 5'10", so don't lie about your height. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you're giving the advice.
She's asking for advice.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, put on your profile, I'm 5'10", so don't lie about your height.
That might
I'm a tall woman.
make her seem a way that she doesn't want to seem, which I would totally understand.
Like what?
Like if for instance, if I'm on a dating app, which I've actually weirdly never been on, but if I was on one,
Yeah.
I would potentially see her, be into her, and then if I read that she's 5'10", obviously that wouldn't matter to me.
Yeah.
But if she wrote, so don't even bother if you're
But
not.
that's not what I said.
What did you say?
Don't lie about your height.
Still, that would still throw me potentially.
Oh, really? Not
from
me.
like even hitting her up.
Not
Because I'd
me.
be like, what? That's like so like. I don't like when people are like, don't even bother if you're not.
But
this.
that to me, that's totally different than what that is. That's way different. That's like, I'm a queen, treat me as such. What I'm saying is, it makes it seem like you deal with a lot of guys that lie about their height, which I know is a thing.
Yeah.
So
so do I. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I get it. I get it. I just think that is maybe
yeah,
going
I
to garner
understand.
you less interest, even if a guy would
Right.
otherwise be interested.
Right.
But you could make a joke about it, like if you just change the wording even to make it land really softly, and maybe potentially even make a guy laugh. Then you're just like, you're gonna a ton of guys are gonna be like, well, fucking
Yeah.
that are over 5'10". Will be more likely even than that. So I actually agree with you.
Yeah.
If it's phrased in the right way, the turn.
If you're under 5'10", your Dilsnick better be over 8, right? That's funny.
yeah, right, Dilsnick.
Your
Too.
Dilsnick will be over. You under 5'9", your Dilsnick will be over 9 inches. Thank you. And need not apply if your Dilsnick is not over 9 inches.
So confusing, you know. Reading it, you'd be like,
Unless-
what is that word?
Dilsnick. Unless you're over 6 foot, in which case the Dilsnick matters less. I'm Martha.
The longest height section in the profile ever.
Longtime listener to Lifeline. So anyway,
My question to her would be:
Hit it up.
would you date shorter guys?
every
And if you would, is the simple fact that they're lying what bothers you? Is what because
yes,
that to me
I would answer yes.
Yeah,
The
right.
answer is yes.
Right.
Because guys can always wear heels on dates. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, that if you're 5'9" and you lied about and you're 6 foot, if you're 5'9", you'd be like, yo, I'm 5'9", but yo, I'm dope. Relax, sweetie.
Well, that's the other thing.
Relax. We're both the same height when we're laying down. If you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
A worse profile. But I also think there's something to be said for being like a lot of the one-on-one things that I do, like I would say more than half of them are ultimately just about people being like just not even being okay with what they are, but seeming to the world like they're okay being what they are is what's most important. As long as the world buys it, you don't even have to fucking think you're okay as you are. The world needs to buy the act though. Anyway, that's it. Fucking
Let me tell you something.
Hey, we're both the same height when I'm making you bust.
gonna kick the shit out of us the way
Yeah.
you said.
Let me tell you something, man. I take issue with it. Go ahead.
Well, so there's two things. One,
No, this is gonna be good.
No, I know. Gonna kick her ass.
when you are a guy who's short, okay, Matt, you just said somehow trying to put on your profile, or wait, Chris, you said just, hey, I'm only 5'7", but I'm cool. Like there's
I get.
no way you can walk that line without sounding
Of course not.
Correct.
desperate or
Like you're some kind of.
like an apologist for who you are
Of course
already.
not. You don't do that.
Right,
You
right,
go,
right.
I'm
So-
5'7", but we're the same height when I make you all good. Swipe right. Trust me. Your bean wants it.
So I think
mean-
what happens is a lot of guys who are short have decided, I will show you when we meet up, and you will see that
Yeah.
I'm not six foot.
Yes.
But after 30 minutes, you're going to be like, this guy's short, but he's the fucking
Yes, I
he's
know.
the best. And so I think that's what's happening.
I would tend
That
to
is what's
agree,
happening, I would say, yeah.
That you're probably right.
Yeah.
But I also would understand,
Bro.
let's put it this way. If that's what you're doing and you know the girl you're going to meet is significantly taller than you,
Yeah.
Right.
you should not
Right.
like
Do that.
be doing that.
Don't do that, yeah.
With someone who's like plainly saying they're 5'10".
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, it's definitely not a perfect solution,
Right.
and you must go into everything thinking, when are they going to realize I'm?
But make no mistake.
right.
fucking
Where
lied.
there's
I-
that too. It's like at some point the jig is up. But I totally get what you're saying.
If I was 5'4", I'd still clean it up. Just make no mistake. Like, I would still have my wife. If I was 5'3", I would still absolutely, I mean,
dude,
I'd
you're
clean it up.
5'3".
I'd clean it up. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? What are you doing? Hey, what's up? You want to go to a ball game or something? I got good seats.
Why is that the voice
Come on,
of a
let's
short
go.
guy? You know.
Hey, where are we going? Pink Taco? Let's go. Come on. what are you going to do? Come on, get in the car. You drive. I can't reach it. Come on. Go. We're about the same height when I make you come. Come on, let's go. Come on. Yeah. You might see the top of my head, but I can see your bean. Let's go. Come on. Look. Let me touch that bean. There we go. What's good for your bean? There we go.
Dude, stop saying bean. I will stop laughing because that bit is so funny. I can't stand the bean thing though, dude. Come on.
Okay. Let's see your almond.
The
Come
voice, dude. So stupid. Like so close to bean. You know.
on. I don't want to say, you know.
Yeah. No. Well, that I get. You don't want to be disgusting.
Come on,
You're
lay down.
being more disgusting by trying to avoid being
Sweetie,
disgusting.
lay down.
A doctor.
Look at this. We're the same height.
A doctor. Oh, look at this. You know.
Look at this now. Look.
Bro, that's not even true. Like,
but
just look at your feet, you know?
Off the ground, though.
I get it, but it's just not accurate.
Hey. What's good now, huh? Yeah, I'm not 6'2", but check that out. 5'3". Just cleaning it up. Be my wife. Have a family with me, and we'll have kids that'll get taller than me soon.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I want to bring up Fat Marine so bad, but there's no way to do it.
I know.
Damn
I know
it.
it's an inside joke.
Yeah.
All right, well.
All right. Well,
Wanna do
that
the
was
next one?
That was really great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here is a debate topic for you guys. Do you think a relationship would last longer if the man is more obsessed with the woman or if the woman is more obsessed with the man? In this hypothetical relationship, let's just assume that both parties are in love and that they've been together for a long time. This is not dating stages. Do you think that the relationship is gonna last longer if the man likes the woman more or if the woman likes the man more? Me and my best guy friend debate this topic all the time. We have totally different stances on it. I also am curious if you guys think this is just a gender biased question, being that I think that the man should like the women more in the relationship in order for it to last longer. My best guy friend thinks the opposite. I think that men are very visual creatures, and the more obsessed with the woman that they are, the longer the relationship will last. He thinks that women are very desirable and can get whatever man that they want, so it's important for them to like the man more. Let me know what you guys think. Chris, I love you so much. Please come back to Tampa as soon as possible. Matt, I wish we could be best friends in real life. You are so cool and funny. You guys make me laugh when I want to cry. Thank you guys for that. And I really hope to meet you guys in person one day.
Cool.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Very
I
cool.
think I'll be back in town.
And very cool all around. And you packed it all in, and you were so like tight with it and specific. You answered all my questions I didn't even realize that I had. You answered them, and you weren't long-winded. That was the
Like this.
perfect. That was the perfect submission.
It was an interesting question. It was an interesting question for sure. And yeah, you did do it good.
So begrudgingly given. it
Yeah,
up,
you know, that's great. Good job. Well, what am I going to do? I'm the one with the podcast. So is Matt, but you did great. So, no, I think that's a good question, but I don't think it's, you know.
Obviously, we're talking likelihoods. There's no cut and dried answer. But my instinct when you first asked the question was specifically for longevity purposes. If we're just talking longevity, not like success, long-term happiness, whatever, I think that a woman being obsessed with a man would last longer because a guy is more likely to just be like, fucking like, she loves me, like, especially as they're getting older, they're just gonna be like, what am I gonna do? Like, get back out there? Like, fuck that shit, you know? Like, she loves me so much. and again, as she said, assuming there's actual love anyway, we're just talking about degrees of love.
Yeah.
I think that I actually agree with your guy friend. Now, is it a gendered question? That I don't know. We'd need to ask more people. But what is your answer?
I think it's probably the same. I mean, like, I do think though that all it takes is an idea for one day for a woman to be like, maybe I'm not happy. And then they go just like, they wander. I think men, they have that in their DNA, but I think once a woman gets an idea about it, it's hard for them to shake it off. And I think that so that being said, if the woman is totally obsessed with the guy, it's better. But
so same answer but different reason. You're saying.
Yeah. But I don't know if it matters that much. I just think that I think women get like I think that women get like bored and not okay with being bored. Men are like you said, men get bored, but you're like, I don't give a fuck.
Yes,
as long as no one's bothering me.
That's definitely true.
But women are like, I need something, and whether that is to go shopping or
well, it's usually something a little bit like deeper than that.
No.
If we're talking about ending a relationship.
No. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like whether it's go shopping or something on a deeper level. Like the women get involved in the housewife shows because of that. They're like, oh, that's my escape. You know what I'm saying? Agree with me.
I felt like I did more in the beginning of what you were saying, honestly, because you lost me at the end. But
women like to have ideas and run with them, is what I'm saying. It's deeper.
That's so broad, though. I mean, don't
I know.
men too? Like in that, if you're going to make it that broad.
Okay, but men are more. I guess we're kind of saying the same thing because men will be like, I don't really care.
I think that's the key thing
yeah.
here. As time goes on, men are more okay. What you said that I really agreed with is that as time goes on, men are okay with being what you might call bored within the confines of a relationship.
Right.
Whereas I do think that women are like, well, no, like I want to be happy, not okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, what, you live in a fucking fantasy world?
And it's kind of like the guy's job in many ways, whether it's the beginning or the end. Like, who knows when
though he already has a job and he's very, very busy. But.
Like I'm talking about like in terms of like evolution.
Oh, I know,
to
but
like
he also has a career and a job.
And keep the woman and sort of like make sure of her happiness.
The guy has two
but
jobs,
it goes the other way around too. You know what I mean? It's so deeper. I guess it goes the other way around too.
No, I mean, I guess, yeah. But men are programmed to do that, to spread their seed, and women are not. So,
well, the flip side of that token is women are specifically programmed not to.
Right.
Hence the sort of like
right.
Because, well, obvious reasons. Amount of eggs, amount of sperm, yada 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 yada.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
We don't want to get all that, but yeah. It's just like I just
the amount of time it takes to actually conceive and give birth versus the amount of time it takes for a man to go berber.
Right, man takes 4 seconds.
A woman literally takes at least, like you're talking 9 months,
more,
and then 2 more years of shelter, feeding, and all this stuff.
Pretty nuts.
Historically, it's sort of hard to deny the hard wiring thing.
Yeah.
But now, I don't know. It's all up in the air now, folks.
Yeah.
It's anyone's guess.
Okay, next one.
Great question, though.
So my submission today, I just had a question because this shit's making me blood red, piping hot mad. So the HR lady at my work, whenever she comes out into the main area, she always yells at me for being on my headphones because it's against company policy.
Okay.
But then the other day, I went to ask her a question, and she fucking had headphones on. I mean, pull my fucking pants down and grab my cock because you're basically already jerking me off anyway, you know? I mean, my only question is, how do I maneuver that situation in a way to where she won't fucking fire me? Please let me know if you can. Thanks.
Can HR fire you?
Well, in a
They
sense.
do the firing.
Yeah.
Right.
They'll report you.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, of course. But that's hypocritical and annoying.
It's a very Crystalia moment of me, but I'm confused.
Mm-hmm.
What was happening when she had the headphones on?
What do you mean? She got upset with him because he has headphones on because it's against policy.
But keep going.
And then he went up to her once and she had the headphones on.
It's really that simple?
That's simple.
Oh.
And he's like, well, basically he's saying she's hypocritical.
I thought I missed something
No.
because that seems so obviously fucking.
That's it. So there.
How do you deal with this without getting fired? Just bring it up.
Yeah.
Be like, wait, I thought we couldn't do that. Can we do that?
But he's like, but how do I kill her though? No, you'll get fired.
Just like you're not going to get fired if you just ask.
So killing her is the thing, or I'm blood red mad. Anyway, thanks guys, long time listener.
Just ask her in a really straightforward, aggressive way. She's like, hey, can we do that now? Like, is that okay?
Oh shit. Oh,
Here's the way not to do it. Yeah.
oh, awesome. Just when you see her, oh, awesome. And then she says, what? You say, oh, never mind. Anyway, I just want to ask you about this here. And then she takes her headphones and then you go to your place, put on your headphones until she comes up and she says, hey, no headphones. And you go, what? Again? The rule keeps changing back and forth.
Yeah.
And she'll say, no, it doesn't. And say, but you had yours on.
Yeah. It would be
Why didn't you pull down my pants and yank my cock? Because you're basically jerking me off.
cut to him in cuffs.
Yeah.
No, cut to him on the street with holding a box because he got fired.
He works at Burger King.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you're gonna have to stop being super mad about it before you ask her because it's gonna trickle out if you don't.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. But definitely say, hey.
That's what life is, though, dude. You got the higher ups doing the things that they tell you not to do. Like that's why Gavin Newsom was like having no mask on, eating at a restaurant when he was telling everyone not to.
Boris Johnson, same thing. The
rules don't apply to the people.
HR higher than? I mean, I guess we don't know what position he's in, but like, is HR like an elevated position? I guess they have a lot of power.
I thought HR was an outside source.
They can be,
yeah,
but usually now companies have their own.
They have their own, yeah. But it's like, but they're supposed to be not biased.
They're not hierarchical. They're
separate almost. It's like internal affairs kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They manage things at the company. They have nothing to do with the hierarchy of the company.
Right,
so that means everybody is subject to the rules of HR. That's why.
Even the higher ups, basically. Yeah, right.
It's basically the judicial system, but everything is rigged.
Then maybe her answer would be, well, I'm a separate, so I can do it as a. But that would be so
work
weird.
like that, no.
Yeah, it wouldn't though, right?
HR rules apply to HR as well.
Yeah.
They couldn't sexually harass somebody.
Right.
Oh my god, I love being HR. Love being HR. Love being HR.
Yeah,
I love being HR. Oh, fuck.
a tiny baby. When you do that,
Hell yeah, dude. HR, what's up? Oh yeah. Nah, it's all good for me, man. You don't do it. What's that? I got my headphones in. What's that? I can't hear you. I'm jerking off and got my headphones in. But I think that you just basically, that's just how life is. And that sucks. And charge it to the game. Really. Charge it to the game. And maybe, that's it.
There's nothing you can do. It's just a very straightforward situation. That's why I was confused because I was like, how could it? This is so straightforward. Yeah.
Yeah. The next one.
Hey, Chris and Matt. So I wanted to get your opinion on something that happened to me yesterday. I was waiting to cross the street and this guy walked directly into me, literally acted like I wasn't even standing there. He stepped on my shoe.
Maybe you're dead.
So I shoved him and elbowed him a little bit and then turned around and was like, hey, what the hell?
Yeah.
And then he proceeded to call me an effing B
Yeah.
and spit on the ground in front of me. And, shit like this happens when you're a woman, just weird situations with men.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, when I'm in an uncomfortable situation like that, do you guys think it's best to just leave it alone, not put myself in any danger? Or should I defend myself, shoving the guy? It was very, very strange. And yeah, just curious to hear your thoughts on that situation. Because I've obviously been thinking about it a lot over the last 24 hours. Anywho, Chris, been a fan since the Bieber roast. Matt, I've loved when you're on. Congratulations. So I'm thrilled you guys are doing this podcast. Thank you for everything. I love you so much.
I mean, I would argue in that situation, let it go. It doesn't seem like you got hurt. So, you know, it's just going to be better, if, especially when you're dealing with an asshole like that, just to be like, all right, you know what? This guy is just having a rough day. He's an asshole. Let him be an asshole without me, you know?
I think what she said at the very end is kind of key, too. She said,
how she liked our
keep
podcast.
Thinking about, I've been thinking about it for the last 24. It's like, do the thing that you're going to think about the least as you move on from it. Like that, I would argue, is the worst. Whichever one is going to stick in your craw more, like, do the other thing. And I guess that can change,
I suppose,
the situation. But like in general, the likelihood of a man like really like flipping out and getting dangerous is low, but it's too high. It's still too high to risk that kind of thing.
Well, yeah, but it also, you increase the odds if you get agitated at
That's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah,
like some guys would never do anything no matter what, and some guys, if given the wrong trigger,
would. Dude,
and become more likely to.
If I did that, I wouldn't even. I mean, I would never say. I would never call a woman like that, do that, and then spit.
If I walked straight into a woman, I would be so embarrassed. And
I'd be like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry."
Yeah, I don't even understand.
Well, unless he thought she walked into him, but that's idiotic because he was walking and she wasn't.
Yeah,
so,
that's not something. Yeah,
no, that guy sucks at that time, and maybe he's a good guy, but
doubtful, dude. Doubtful. That's why I'm saying.
I mean, look, dude,
better.
he could have just found out his wife left him, or his mom died, or you know.
Sure, anything's possible. But the question at hand is: should I like push back, or should I just say, you know what, this happens in the world, I'm gonna fucking move on? In general, I think you will be better off both in the moment and moving on from it if you're like, fuck that guy. Fucking what a loser.
Yeah.
And you just go on with your life knowing that like that guy's a fucking loser and you're not. Because not only do you have less to think about as you move forward, but like you are putting yourself at risk less as well. I get, dude, trust me, I have a crazy, horrible temper that's gotten me into so much trouble before. But like, I wish I didn't, because then I would be less reactive and I would have gotten into less shitty situations for myself if I would just knew how to take a beat and not react at all.
You did the right thing. Just, I don't know, man. I mean, you got to stop. I don't know. I mean, it sucks you still thinking about it, but that guy's an asshole. He's affecting you. Don't let him affect you.
Yeah.
You know?
I think she might still be thinking about it because of her in her mind, her perceived escalation of how she escalated. But dude, there's no accounting for crazy people in the world. And some people are just crazy and you don't know who those people are until they start being crazy, and then you have to run. And that's not good. Nobody wants to be running unless they're working out. You know what I mean?
I do like to run, yeah.
You don't like to, no one wants to just be running unless they're working out.
No.
So be careful is all I'm saying.
So either, be cool or be working out. Next one.
Hey, what's up, guys? I have a movie cliche critique to give you. Recently, you've talked about the cell phone being hung up without saying goodbye, or asking a character on a date and them saying, I'd like that.
Yeah.
Mine that I discovered that I really don't like is when there's a character like clearly dying on the ground and the main character usually is next to them holding their hand saying, stay with me, or don't die on me. It's not your time to die yet. Stay with me. And it's just like, I hate it because it's getting rid of the shock of them dying, because it spoils that they're not getting back up. When you hear that line said, stay with me, that whole back and forth, it just creates manufactured extra drama, but it takes away from the fact that they died, and that's no longer shocking enough on its own. And it makes it seem like the character could just choose to get up and walk away, or like it's on them now. They might, even though they're like lying in blood. I don't know. I hope you guys can affirm that one. I like when that whole exchange happens. Chris, you make every song sound like Josh Groban sings it. And Matt, you look just like the lead singer from All Time Low. But love you both.
I don't know
Who's
what that
that?
is. We'll have to
Soon.
look it
Bye.
up.
We need to look that up.
We'll look it up right
Anthony.
now. But that I don't agree with that.
I agree with the. I do find it a little annoying when they're just like, just hang on. It is a cliche, but
Well, yeah, it's a cliche.
also,
But you would do that in real life too.
right? That's the thing.
So
yeah.
so it's.
So what it comes down to is like,
Oh my gosh, looks nothing like Matt. Go to all-time low singer. I mean,
you
know?
it looks more like Taylor than me.
the guy literally doesn't. His brain is wrong.
Now I have no choice but to disagree with you.
But you also do
full.
your hair like that.
Oh, well, that one looks more like me because so much of his head is covered.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, that one, yeah.
That's a terrible haircut, huh?
That's such a bad haircut. It's crazy.
That was like a 2009 thing, right?
Yeah, yeah. I unfortunately had something not that terrible,
no.
but like similar-ish.
I'm gonna do that when I get to be 50 something.
The aughts were just so regrettable stylistically speaking.
Yeah, but that's what we said about the 90s.
I never
10
said
years
that.
ago.
Dude, I always loved 90s style.
People said
I
that about
still
the 90s.
have 90s style. Like that's how out of
But people said that about the 90s, and now they think it's dope. So I think that think that it'll come back.
maybe
I do.
I think they're gonna skip.
No,
skip
I
a
don't think
little
so.
bit.
Because I remember thinking the 90s were horrid,
Really?
and now I think like, oh yeah, I get it. It's such fashion is crazy like that.
I think I never left the 90s style.
I never left the 20s, dude. I want get me a zoot suit. A zoot suit riot, come on. Throw back a bottle of beer.
dude,
Is that Josh Groban? No.
That kind of looked like me. Scroll back up. The first one, sorry. The first one right there, yeah.
A zoot suit riot.
Sure. I mean, no is no to your suggestion that I look
No.
like him, but still, there are some images where I'm like, oh, okay.
I guess, yeah. Also, who knows the band All Time Low?
I don't know. Guys who don't like when people say, just hold on to people who are dying. I don't get his rationale for not liking it. If someone was like, man, I hate those scenes in movies where the character's dying and they're just like, they're so sappy and overwrought, and I would be like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
I get that. But you're saying because for all the wrong reasons.
It makes him feel like it's up to the guy dying,
Yeah, like what?
which it's not.
What he's saying is, it's supposing that if they just chose to hang on, actually, then they could have stayed alive.
Well, it's like working out. Come on, one more.
Yeah,
you can
exactly.
do it or you can't.
Yeah, exactly. It's just someone desperate for someone else not to die.
And then you're
it's not like they're
helping them.
actually imbuing them with some like external strength.
This guy doesn't understand cinema and life or death.
He doesn't understand. When you look out at reality, his reality is not the same as most people's. Usually a good thing. Maybe this guy's like amazing at other things, but like the way your brain works, as evidenced by the submission you just gave, is fucking weird and fucked up. Great guy.
He seems really nice.
Yeah, I'd hang out with him in a
I would hang out
heartbeat.
with him, yeah.
But
No, but that doesn't mean. But Matt needs to be a dick about it.
But but your brain's fucked up.
Hey, dude, you're a great guy. Seem great. I would love to hang out with you. Fuck you. All right, next one.
My brain's fucked up too, though, so it's all good.
It's deep.
Chris and Matt. Chris, I have a dilemma.
Russian.
I worked for the military. I'm in the U.S. Air Force.
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah!
I'm pretty good at my job. I've made rank before
Oh, hell
all
yeah.
of my peers.
Oh hell
And I
yeah!
love it. It's a really good time.
Good.
However, I'm away from my family. And so
Eating
I could
something.
stay in the next 20 years, bounce around all over the country,
20 years.
and have no choice in what I have to do.
Yeah. Right.
Or I could go home and join the trades
Mm-hmm.
and at least be with my family.
Yeah.
You know, it's a big thing, be with my family. And so I'm just kind of stuck. Do I spend the next 20 years in the military, do something that I don't necessarily like, or, well, something I don't like and something I'm good at,
Right.
or go home and do something that I don't necessarily like,
Mm-hmm.
but at least I'm with my family. Thanks. Love you guys.
No question.
Yeah, to me too. I mean, but the way you framed it is a really good way to frame it, and I think like the difference between what you're asking is like unhappiness, but expertise and the sort of like the accolades that come with it versus happiness, but potentially just being like another guy in the world that doesn't have this like expert thing that they do that quote unquote matters, you know. But I still, even if you phrased it in the harshest possible light, I would say probably better to be with your family.
I mean,
go to trade school. Dude, here's the thing. Sorry, but real quick, you're gonna go to trade school, and the trade that you enter, you're gonna get really fucking good at.
Yeah, there's so
if you're
much.
in the Air Force and you're excelling, like you're gonna be good at the trade that you choose when you come back to the States.
I mean,
like,
maybe. I mean, we can't say definitely, but
the likelihood is very high.
I'd like to see him try and do stand up.
The likelihood is very high that the trade that you choose to
when
go
you're working
after
on a plane, and so
that is like you're gonna excel at it. So
I'm
then
gonna pass out. What is this, G6?
with that excelling will come a certain kind of happiness. Expertise also lends itself to happiness in a way that people don't recognize often enough, I think.
That's a good point.
And I think it's worth considering how good you'll be at the thing that you end up taking up when you come back to be with your family. On top of you get to be around your family.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's bringing up a bunch of shit for me because like I'm like, I do the road a lot and I miss my family a lot, and then I'm like, I do it so my kids and I do so my family can have a good, comfortable life. And then it's like, but do I do it too much? You know, because if I do it too much, then I'm not with them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It kind of made me think about that. Thanks a lot, man.
I love how I answered the guy and you talked about you.
Well, no, because I'm saying because it's
relatable.
Yeah, relatable. You know, but it's so
the difference is, and this is truly what sucks, is that when you're in the armed forces on any level, you don't ever get a choice in where you are put or located or ranked even.
Yeah.
And like that, unfortunately, as us lazy Americans, we get so used to being able to choose whatever we do whenever we want.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so hard to wrap my head around that as a non-military person. Like, it's like, it's extremely honorable. I'm not taking away from it. I just can't even put myself in that headspace.
Yeah, it's weird because like, but there are guys that, I mean, like, look at Elon Musk. He has like so many baby moms, and like he's not in his kids' lives, like all of them. You know.
Well, he doesn't care.
Right. I know.
So
no.
it seems.
Well, so it seems. Right? We don't know.
Yeah.
And we don't know how much he's with the kids or not. But like, I can't understand that. I can't understand that. I can't understand not being with my family as much as I can. I mean, I just, you know, you're missing all sorts of things. Like I put Calvin and Billy to bed last night, and I did it the night before, and I want to do it again tonight. You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand. I don't understand when people don't want to do that. Even men, like, you know I understand that the woman is the nurturing thing, but like, I don't know, man. When Kristen's like, you want to put the boys to bed, I go, hell yeah. You know, and you'll miss that if you're in fucking Somalia.
Now, he didn't say his wife and kids. He could mean
True,
a big extended family,
yeah,
but
no,
I would
yeah.
still give the same
Still.
answer, to be clear. Yeah. But yeah. 20 years too is the deal breaker for me. If we're talking about 3 years, three more years, and then whatever. Even still, but the end is in sight. 20 years, you're talking the difference between 30 and 50, dude.
Yeah.
25 and 45. That is all of life.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, if it sways you, if asking actually will sway you one way or the other, go home.
Yeah. For
You
sure. Agree, bro. And that's not to say we want our country to go to shit. We appreciate what you do.
Of course. We love you, dude.
Mm-hmm. What if he was like, I don't have kids. Let's talk about my mom and dad.
Honestly, I'd still say it's the same fucking thing if you miss them that much.
No. All right.
But yeah.
Next one.
Hey, Chris and Matt. Love the show. Chris, been a fan since you were Stankowski in Glory Days.
Wow. Wow.
I need some professional advice.
Wow.
I love my job, love where I work
Good.
for the most part, what I do. But I'm kind of stuck. I've been promoted once before, but now the position I'm in, there's just not anywhere to go right now. I've been told that I'm the epitome of a promotable employee.
That sucks.
But just unfortunately, there's not a spot right now to put me in. I turn 28 tomorrow. I'm married. I want to buy a house, start a family. But with what I make now and Southern California house prices, it's just not really feasible unless I get promoted. So I just don't know, like, should I start looking for something else? Should I start pressing the issue with my managers and saying, like, hey, like, you got to do something. If you're telling me I'm promotable, promote me. Or do I just keep grinding it out and wait and hope something happens? Let me know what you guys think. Thanks.
No, don't grind it out and wait. That never works. You gotta make a move. And if the move is bringing it up, bring it up. If the move is a move, then make the move. It's just, you're going to waste your whole life, dude. If you wait to see if a position opens up, they don't care. They're not going to do it for you. They're telling you you're the epitome of a promotable guy, so they don't have to promote you. They're doing that to make you feel good. Well, no. I'm saying, what's the end justify the means? What's it matter?
They're doing that to make you stay, I think, is the real answer. It's
because you won't stay if you don't get promoted.
Right. Well, yeah, it's like a placation thing. It's not like
exactly.
It's not like they don't mean it, is what I mean.
No. They mean it.
Yeah.
You're probably a great, but they're going to keep you as cheap as they can. You know, they might love you, but they don't care. It's like you have to make a move, and you either by making a move, you either move or you say, I need movement. You can't. It's otherwise, and then you just create a fucking boundary, and then if they don't do it, then you go. You're 28. You're still young.
Dude. You're. I mean, in this world, you're a fucking kid. But like, you know, you are almost 30, and you see that coming, and you think, well, if I want a family, and I want to buy a home, it's like, dude, this is the challenge of technically my generation, but definitely the challenge as even more so of your generation. I'm speaking to the guy calling in. It's like, dude, affording a fucking home at these rates that people get paid for the jobs that they do, like, forget even Southern California is ridiculously priced. Crazy, but it's true all over the fucking country. It just is how it is. And it's the dilemma you're facing is like so common. And I do think that there's a way to approach management or whatever you called it, to be like, look, like, I love my job.
Yeah.
I love doing it. I'm good at it. It makes me proud, but
I don't want to leave.
I need a promotion or something like that, a raise, whatever.
Yeah.
To be able to afford to stay.
Yeah.
Because like me, you don't need to explain this to them, but if it comes up and this is your relationship with them, you can even just say, dude, like, you know, I want to have a family and like at this specific juncture, I can't do that. I want to buy a house at this specific place. I can't do that. So like, I would love to stay. If you guys can make that work, I would love more than anything to stay.
If not, then peace out.
If not, then peace out.
Yeah. Don't buy $80,000 car before you buy a house. That's E40.
That's weird. I didn't know that, but the way you did it, I knew it was E40.
Don't buy $80,000 car before you buy a house. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, you gotta do what's best for you and your family, dude. Come on, man. Come on. Action. It's action time, dude. Let's go.
A director.
Let's go.
A film director.
It is absolutely action time, because I will tell you, man, you can just sit and wait. Go, 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 go. Dude, go, 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 go. I had a whole hour that I was doing stand-up, and I'm relating to you. I'm not making it about me, but I'm relating to you. I had a whole hour, and I was bored of it. And then what? Get rid of it? Go, 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 new tour. I don't give a fuck. I'll keep going. More. I will keep going, dude. Action time. It is action time. Dude, you're going to be dead one day. Might as well fucking live it up. Double it, and keep doubling it until they kill you. And I'm serious. Yeah, laugh. But I'm serious. More. More.
So greedy. Just unbelievably greedy.
Unhinged. But dude, I just like, come on, man. Life's too hard and it's not short. You know what I'm saying? Just keep switching. Switch it up. Keep switching it up, dude. See what's in store.
Yeah. I mean, of the options you laid out, the one you can't do is just grind it out. That's just
you gotta feel so
simple
good.
as that.
Quit. Like Tony Robbins would be like, quit, call your manager right now.
Yeah.
Stand up, give me the number. There.
Give me your phone.
I fucking quit, cocksucker. There, now you're fired. I'll never come back, you fucking piece of shit. And if I ever do, I'll expose you for what you really are. There you go. You'll never be hired again. Go. I fucked your wife. There. You'll never be hired again. Figure it out. Bye. Start a podcast.
The worst advice.
Get a microphone and some headphones and fucking put a thing on YouTube. Go. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Go. Beat him up on the way out. Kick his fucking ass.
What's crazy is if Tony Robbins did exactly that, it would be close enough to what he does that some people would be like, yeah.
And he kicked my ass.
Yeah.
And it really, really, I was in the hospital for 3 weeks, but after that, I started a podcast. And I'm up to 4,000 views a month.
God damn, there's a fly in here and it's pissing me off more than anyone could possibly imagine.
Well,
that's how much it's pissing me off.
No?
Yep.
Give me your phone. Come here. Come on. I hate your wife's box. Here, go. Take his ass on the way out. Leave. Get out. See if you can get out. Everyone attack him. Go. Fucking you. Here, take this. Go ahead. That's a gun. Fucking shoot him in the face. Did it. Okay, now start a podcast.
He's dead.
He's dead. Put his body in the chair. Put a microphone right in front of him. Put the fucking headphones on him. He fell down. His body slumped over. Put the headphones on him. Sit him up. Now start a fucking podcast. Call it Hole in the Head. Go.
God, I really do like Tony Robbins though. So, is he considered like a scam artist, or is he considered like legit at what he does? Is he somewhere in between that weird?
Somewhere in between,
right?
It's like it's useful for people, but
no, people think a life coach is a scammer. People or whatever he is. People think
that's what I kind of mean. Like because of that fact,
yeah.
It's unavoidable that some people think that. But of those people, he's not like known as some kind of motherfucker, right?
Well, it's
everyone assault him right now.
people.
Right, you guys stand. I have a question. Everyone assault him. Just doesn't even ask the question.
I attended a $3,000 Tony Robbins event. Here's why I'd never do it again.
How can I help you? He stood up. Everyone assault him right now.
I mean, it's useful what people derive from it, but is he bilking people? Probably.
Bilking?
Yeah, bilking.
I don't know that.
You don't know a lot of things.
Well, that's not true.
This comes up a lot, and you're like, what does that mean? And
Bilking?
it's like, dude, how have you been on the earth for 45
Bilk
years?
him. Bilk him. Right now, everyone bilk him.
Wait, bilk is the wrong word. I mean gouge.
Gouge him. Gouge his eyes out.
I mean, bilk isn't the wrong
Gouge
word.
his anus, his eyes, any hole. Go, gouge. Here, take this. Hot poker. Gouge him.
He's not price gouging. It's not like in comparison with other people, is he charging more? Of course he is. He's huge.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, his rates are going to go up.
Gouge him and give me $800.
I mean, it's not like, obviously, he's not like Benny Hinn or some shit where he's just like straight up a liar. But, like,
No,
I don't know. I kind of, am I a sucker?
It's
like
like
I
Taylor
like him.
Swift.
Like I like Tony
wouldn't-
Robbins.
Yeah, you wouldn't give any money.
Of course not. No, I guess, but that's not. I understand why someone would. I guess is what I'm saying. But that's a lot of money. $3,000, damn, to just go to like a Tony Robbins event.
It's like Taylor Swift.
$3,000,
It's
Jesus
like
Christ.
they're giving you a concert, but it's for $1,200. You know,
It's
and it could be
entertainment.
cheap. Huh?
Interesting.
We built this city. We built this city. I'll gouge your eyes out. Attack him. Start a fucking podcast.
The worst
After
advice.
we all kick your ass, fucking get him. Start a podcast. Call it Beaten and Bloody and Bruised. Call it Hole in the Head. I don't give a fuck what you call it. I have your money. Assault him. Quit your job. Everyone fuck him now.
That was inevitable, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh man, now I'm all hot and shit.
I fucked your wife. I fucked your wife. You, up here. Come here.
Melting
What's the
down.
problem? Yeah, so financially, Give me your phone. Let's get your wife here. Shoo. We'll wait. But I have a shh. Do you think I shh? An hour later, hey, sweetie, what's up? Come here.
I mean, dude, so stupid.
You're mine. Turn around. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. You're mine.
A horse.
Fuck you. Assault him. Fuck him up. Start a podcast. Get the fuck out of here. Start a podcast.
The worst advice.
While I'm dripping out of your wife, start the podcast. Call it dripping out of your wife. Dripping out of your wife. Call it. Go. Join us on episode 1 of Dripping Out of Your Wife. Say it. We built this city.
That is the dumbest part.
We built this city. Dude, Tony Robbins event. Elbow everyone. Elbow the person next to you. We built this city.
You know that's what I'm laughing at too. You know, I know you know that's what I'm laughing
What?
at. The fucking jumping around like his elbows. Oh fuck, dude.
Well, that's what it is.
Oh, it's good.
It's always the dude. Lifeline is always. We always laugh so hard at the end.
I know.
It's so weird.
Oh fuck, dude.
We
built this city, dude.
I'm gonna raise your kids now. We built this city. All right. Well, that's that. Lifeline.
Fucking shit.
Come
man.
see me at. I'm gonna be in a bunch of different cities. We have a bunch of different cities.
Your voice is gonna hurt so fucking bad tomorrow.
ChrisLea.com. Come see my tour. Maybe I'll do some Tony Robbins stuff. I gotta be a life coach, right?
I mean, I already called it. I'm fucking Tony Robbins 2.0. That's why I do the 101s, dude. So, but yeah, join my fucking Patreon, patreon.com/Matt D'Elia. Get in on that Tony Robbins 2.0 shit. But join this show's fucking Patreon, patreon.com/Lifeline Luxury. It's what motors us. It's what propels us to do what we do here. And it's just us two, no submissions over there. So yeah, get over there if you're not already.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Bye.